I used to be a person who would wake up feeling tired. Every time I woke up, after a 9 hour full rest, I used to wake up feeling tired. And then I always sat down and wondered why. And then I didn't realize it up until I actually started self-improvement. And now that doesn't happen with me anymore. Here's how you can stop that too. Now, step number 1. The basis is to understand how we work. We work through diet and sleep, and those are obviously the only two things that we really need to focus on to not be tired when we wake up. Like, isn't it ridiculous to think that when you wake up, you are tired? You are tired when you literally slept for 8 hours, 9 hours. In diet, understanding nutrition can be a challenging task. Even I haven't done it completely. But what you need to do is you need to understand the basis of it, the basis on how it actually can help you. You don't need to learn extra. You don't need to go too far in terms of your learning. You need to understand that, just think about it in this way. When you eat, you're fueling your body. And if you don't give yourself the right fuel, if you're giving yourself diesel when you run on petrol, how are you going to work? And so a simple thing here. Step number 1. Eat foods that have 1 ingredient in them. So take, for example, chicken breast. What does chicken breast have in them? Chicken. Potatoes. What do potatoes have in them? Potatoes. Tomatoes. What do tomatoes have in them? Tomatoes. So all of these with an ingredient list of 1. These are called whole foods, or you can just call them 1 ingredient foods if you like. These whole foods you should slowly start consistently adding them to your diet. With me, I didn't eat a lot of whole foods. I used to be this person who would generally not pay a lot of attention to diet and sleep. But now I've realized the importance, and I will. So you should generally, at the first step I'm going to give you, is the next time you eat a meal, make sure all of the ingredients on the plate are 1 list ingredients. And the name of the dish, it's not necessarily supposed to have a name. It can just be chicken breast with asparagus and potatoes. It literally doesn't have to have a name. These named dishes, like fucking shepherd's pie that has so much cheese and shit in it, you don't need that, bro. You really don't. And diet, you want to eat clean. When it comes to diet, you want to eat clean. Eating clean can be really, really hard. And I understand that. I've been through this struggle on my own. It's always tempting to go and eat something, a little something there. But can you imagine that I've gone from a guy who used to eat so much food that was fast food, French fries, saturated, like everything fried, like fast food, French fries, potato chips, everything fried. And now I eat meats, eggs, nuts, and butter and cheese. That's it. I've been through this journey for 6 months, and if I can do it, I'm nothing special, bro. You can too. So how do you start eating clean? Well, brother, one thing I can tell you for sure is that when you get into eating clean, it has to be slow. You want to take, if let's say example, you eat 3 meals, and 2 of them are decently, one of them is decently shit, and the other 2 are decent. Like, they're pretty shit. First one is like, your breakfast is sugary cereal. So work on the breakfast and slowly incorporate a protein source in it. A protein source For your breakfast, I will let you know breakfasts are supposed to be light. You want to incorporate a protein source into it. You want to incorporate not too heavy carbs, maybe some veggies, maybe some onions, maybe some greens. You want to incorporate that, make it into something healthy. Don't incorporate anything heavy into it. Your breakfast isn't supposed to be heavy because you have a long day to work and do stuff. And I strictly believe that intermittent fasting can help you also in terms of your productivity. If you're not trying to feel tired during the day, you can look into intermittent fasting, but basically it's when you have like when you don't eat for like 16 hours and then these 8 hours out of the 24 hours in the day, obviously you eat whatever and you eat all of your calories in there. You can fast with coffee though, so that's good. And basically when you incorporate that first meal and you're making it more healthier with whole foods and shit like that, then go on to the second, then go on to the third, and slowly you keep on making changes with the first meal, the second meal, the third meal. And then when you realize there's need for more change, you do it again and again, then more change again and again. You get the gist of it. That is how you can improve your diet in very, very basic terms. Now, you also have to be careful about processed foods. Bread, I'll just list a couple of foods that you shouldn't eat. Bread, salami, cheese, like processed cheese slices, processed meats, processed like those like jam and shit. Anything that's made in a factory, don't have those. Now, let's quickly come to sleep. What could be in sleep that is so harming to us? Why can't we wake up properly? Well, I'll tell you one thing. How our sleep works is, we have an efficiency meter, and this efficiency meter determines out of the time that we're actually in bed, how much are we sleeping? And this can decrease through those bad diet foods. Now, once you've improved your diet, now is the time to improve your sleep, because automatically when you improve your diet, you will improve your sleep. Diet and sleep go hand in hand. So, sleep, how do you improve this? I recommend first, so I'm going to give you 2 tips. Don't drink caffeine after 3 p.m. What this basically does, in simple terms, it will kind of like fuck up your melatonin release. Melatonin is the hormone that provides for your sleepiness. It will kind of like block the release of melatonin, and you won't feel sleepy. You will feel jittery and alert at the wrong times. So don't drink caffeine after 3 or 4 p.m. And that too depends on the dosage you drink. I don't recommend above 100 milligrams. If you're eating like 20 milligrams through like cocoa nibs, that's okay. I don't think that's healthy though, if you're eating that many cocoa nibs. Yeah, don't go over that. And now, then let's come up into sunlight. Sunlight. Now, I used to be a person who really didn't give a shit about sunlight. And I can guarantee you my vitamin D levels were really low. I barely went out. I barely recognized the importance of sun in our life. Just think about this. It is given to us by Mother Nature, and we shouldn't use it. Stay in it. You look at it. When you look at sunlight, your body realizes it's the day, because your eyes, obviously, you see the light. It sends a signal to your brain. Your brain realizes, and it starts the rhythm of the day, releasing the right hormones at the right time, giving you alertness at right times, and releasing melatonin at the right times. Remember why you started, and don't give up. Bye.